Welcome to Navigating Nourishment. So glad you're here. So it is right now, as we're recording, the middle of August. And here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's summer. So we are basking in our summers right now.
We are, and we were just talking about how it seems to each summer go a little bit more quickly. And we also invite you to listen to our other podcast earlier about how many summers do you have left. It's very provocative podcast.
Yeah.
But we talked about one way to stretch out summer is to be really present and be in moments more often. And so we have three ideas we wanted to share with you about that.
Yeah. And maybe you're not even listening to this in the summer, depending on where you are, or maybe you're not listening to it right when we posted this, but being present at any time of the year is a really good thing. So, so hopefully
100%.
this will work for you no matter when it is.
Isn't it funny that our natural tendency when it's really hot out, some people are like, oh, it's so hot. And then, in the winter, it's like, oh, it's so cold. And we're always
Yeah.
wishing for something else. And so I think just putting on a little bit of a curiosity hat about what can we love about the current moments that we have. And
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
exactly. Because there are lots of things, lots of things.
so much.
So to start with your first one, because I like that story.
Yeah, and this is something new, and I got this from my husband actually. He was on a walk one day and he picked up a rock and started carrying it. And he was drawn to the rock for some reason, but we walk every single day together, well, almost every single day together. Anyway, he came back and he's like, I've got a rock. I'm gonna call it my awe rock. So AW, like this is
EWE?
AWE.
Yeah.
AWE. Thank you.
That's better
Very,
than rock.
yeah, very important distinction.
Yeah.
Spelling AWE, the awe rock.
Right.
And so I picked one up too. And when we go for our walks, we are carrying these awe rocks, and it really helps me be more present for noticing things around me on our walk, noticing the birds, noticing the river, noticing the different colors and the changes of seasons. And it's really been kind of fun. And I miss it when I forget walking with it. Anyway, it's definitely keeps me grounded and keeps me more present during the walks and makes the walk that much more pleasurable.
Yeah, I get that. That's really cool. I too also have what keeps me, and walking is part of it. What keeps me in the present moment is my animals. So if you have animals or even children or have access to animals or children,
Yeah.
they are great ways to keep you in the present moment. And it's because they're in the present moment. And if you give your full attention to that being, whoever it is, you'll be in the present moment and enjoy them because they're such amazing creatures. Children, animals, being in the present at all times and just sucking up their atmosphere where they are and being curious. They're all very curious, and it makes us curious. So I have a puppy, and it is so curious. He's just smelling everything. Every noise is a new noise. Every person is a new person or being, and it's so neat for me to key into that because on a walk you kind of just go along your thing. If you don't have an awe rock and you're going on your walk and you don't really pay attention to a lot of things, you're like, I'm walking, I gotta walk, I have to stay in shape or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he helps me stay in my present moment, and my cats at home keep me in present moment too. So
That's That's beautiful. Our cats too. I love that idea. And maybe if you don't have animals, maybe you have a bird feeder. That's another way, is watching the birds because or chipmunks or squirrels really keeps you in the present and kind of gets you out of your own little world, out of your own
yeah,
headspace.
yeah, so
Love
true.
it. Love it. The last thing we wanted to share, the third thing, there are many things that we could share, but we wanted to keep this podcast short and sweet and to the point. And so the third one we really love, and we are really trying to practice this more consistently is single tasking.
Yeah.
When we're focused on one thing at a time, our energy isn't scattered. Our energy is more clear, more focused, and we get things done more efficiently. And, we all have this 24 hours. And when we task switch often, there's some crazy statistic that it takes 20% more time to get back to your original task, or maybe if it could be up to 40%, but it really takes a long time to get back into focusing on what you were doing. So if you can pick just one thing to single task, like washing the dishes, or
We're taking a walk.
yeah, just walk and
Just walk.
yeah.
Don't do anything else, or eating a meal.
Oh,
It's a challenge. It sounds simple, but it's really, really a challenge. I know for me, the one single tasking I've been working on is eating, because especially if you're eating alone, you want to read, or you want to watch TV, or you want to look at your phone, or whatever it is, because we feel like, maybe eating alone isn't a health a truly healthy way of being. As humans, we're such communal beings, and having a meal with people is probably what we're built to do. So it's hard to be alone and eat. So, but single tasking for that, or for anything, it really, it's being, that's the present moment. It really brings you makes you grounded, and it makes you, it takes you from being like this to being here. But our society does not celebrate that very easily. We talk about productivity, multitasking, everything being like, yeah, I got so much done today.
go, go,
But
go.
just get a couple things done today and do them one at a time.
And doing them one at a time, maybe we would literally get more things done efficiently, and also not feel so frenetic.
Yeah. So give that a try. Let us know. Share on our Facebook page what you have tried to single task, or what you are single tasking and how it works for you, or any other way to stay in the present moment. We'd like to continue this conversation.
Yeah, so if you aren't part of our private Facebook group, feel free to hop on over there and join Navigating Nourishment on Facebook, and we'll continue the conversation. Thanks for joining us.